If you cut out carbs, you're gonna lose weight. So if it's that easy, why don't I just recommend that everyone cut out carbs to lose weight? Because we need to actually learn the difference between losing weight and losing fat. I'm willing to bet that your goal isn't actually weight loss, it is fat loss, because we can lose a whole load of different kinds of weight, and the kind of weight that we lose is going to have a dramatically different impact on your body composition and how your body looks. So for example, if you're going into a calorie deficit to try and lose weight, but you weren't eating enough protein, most of the weight that you lose is going to come from muscle mass. And as a result, even though you thought that dieting down is going to make you look toned, because you've lost muscle mass in that process and not fat mass, you're not going to be able to achieve that definition that you wanted. But let's chat about carbs for a sec. So for every 1 gram of carbohydrates that you eat, that gram of carbs attaches to around 4 grams of water. So if you cut out carbs from your diet, yes, you're going to lose weight, but most of that is going to be water. What happens to a lot of people when they first decide to cut out carbs is they see a really dramatic decrease in scale weight over the first week or so, and then their progress starts to plateau because you've got rid of all that water. Now, as long as you're still in a calorie deficit, then your body's going to start pulling energy from other sources like your fat stores. But that is just as a result of the calorie deficit. It's not a direct correlation to cutting out carbs themselves. So if your main goal is to lose fat, the approach that I've seen work really well for my clients, and the one that I'd recommend to you, is just reduce your total daily calorie intake while keeping your protein around 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, or your ideal body weight. Another thing a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to losing fat is the importance of resistance training or lifting weights in the gym, because the more muscle mass you have, the faster your metabolism is going to be, the more food you're going to be able to eat while maintaining your weight or losing weight. And as long as you're eating enough protein, that weight loss is going to be fat loss. But long story short, no, you don't need to cut out carbs at all if you want to lose fat on your fitness journey.